Hello boxing fans, right now I'm talking Enzo Maccarinelli versus Ciaran Healy. Now this is an unusual situation I've got right here because I've got more questions about the post-fight than I've got pre-fight. For example, one of the things we have said about big Enzo Maccarinelli is he is too small to fight at cruiserweight. So by coming down to light heavyweight, I thought it was a last-ditch career move, but also a good move. He's fighting a guy who's 37 years old right now, a guy who pretty much is a journeyman in the best sense. And if you look at his last six, he's won one, lost one, won one, lost one, won one, lost one. So fighting Enzo Maccarinelli, he's going to be totally outclassed in this fight. However, less than a month later, Enzo Maccarinelli is fighting at cruiserweight for the British title against Ciaran Healy. Now, why is there a sudden change in direction for Enzo Mac? We understand he's not good enough not big enough, sorry, he's good enough. He's not big enough to fight at cruiserweight. So why is he going back to cruiserweight to fight McPhilbian for the British title? I don't understand it. Does anyone else know why he's fighting him for the British title? Because I was under the impression that Cleverly and Enzo Maccarinelli were getting pushed in the same direction. In other words, for an all-Welsh bash up maybe at the end of this year. However, will he want to go back down if he's got the British Cruiserweight title? I don't know. I mean, I'm not his manager. Anyway, getting back to this match, Enzo Maccarinelli, obviously, we know all about him. He's had a good career, but he's always failed the highest mark. He is a former WBO Cruiserweight champion. However, he's lost a lot of Cruiserweight fights by knockout, which you have to point out is not his natural weight limit. He's always been between light heavyweight and cruiserweight, and he's lost matches to, from all spectrums of the cruiserweight division, from the bottom in terms of Lee Swaby to the top in terms of David Haye, and in the middle against people like Ola Afolabi, Denis Lebedev, and most recently Alexander Frenkel, who, if you're interested, has not done anything at all since knocking out Enzo Maccarinelli. Enzo does, however, possess good speed, good movement, and great power at light heavyweight. There will always, however, be questions hanging over his exposed chin. After all, like I've pointed out, he's been knocked out in every single one of his losses, and it may only take another tap on the chin for Enzo to go down again. However, he is yet to face a live body in the light heavyweight division, and that's why I think moving Enzo Maccarinelli straight onto a fight with Nathan Cleverly would be a huge mistake. I'd like to see him face someone in the division who's actually half decent. In other words, maybe fight someone like Danny McIntosh. That would be a decent fight. So getting back to this now, his opponent, obviously, like I've pointed out, has a okay record for the 37-year-old. 13 wins, only 4 by way of knockout, which really means that he's not got any chance of knocking out Enzo Mac. He's also a super middleweight by trade, so he's moving up in weight to fight him, so he's not got any chance of hurting him. He's basically going to be outclassed in this fight. He's lost, like I said, 17 fights, only 7 by way of knockout, so he's got a decent chin, but I expect him to get stopped in this fight. In fact, I'll be very surprised if it goes the distance. So back to the official prediction now, and I'm going to say Enzo Mac by KO. He's well above this level. It's a 10-round fight, but I'll be lucky to go 6. The question is, why is he moving back up to cruiserweight, and who's he going to fight after he beats McPhilbian?